I think it's just in now.
And we started. I'm gonna go split screen with this jump.
Split skis.
Split skis. Okay. This is public, so I'm just gonna wait until people join.
Hello, public.
Hello, public. I'm Dad.
You want to go back to Evans?
Hello,
Yes.
friends.
Hey.
Drop a comment in the chat if you can see us. Hi. Howdy. Yo. How goes it? How goes it, gents?
Who do we have? Zarif, Austin, Evan, and Austin.
You chilly?
Nice.
Always chilly. I stay chilly. Oh, Anik.
Hey, Anik.
Hello. What is good? It's freezing in this office today.
Yeah, it is freezing. I was like in a weird place where I have a nice sweater, but I had the sweater on and it was a little too warm, so
Oh.
it was like t-shirt too cold.
Well, we have another
Sweater too
blanket in there if you wanna. If you wanna blanket.
cold. Oh, here's one thing. Don't hit the table because we don't have our little
Oh.
shock. Because when we had the shock, it was up here.
Oh.
So just be careful on the table. Oh, we can use my hat.
So I should smash the table is what you're saying. Sup, y'all? This is one coffee, Brandon. So enjoy that.
We will enjoy it. We will enjoy it very much. This is like a chill energy today.
Yeah.
Kind of like this.
Yeah.
Maybe we
Also,
should
are
keep
we
this
out of
chill
focus?
energy. Yeah, probably. You could use my Intel MacBook to heat up the office. Okay.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, thanks. We will, do not steal my coffee. Oh, so this is Starbucks whole bean French roast or something, and it's like the dankest shit. It's like I don't mean that good. It's like it tastes like smoke. It tastes like if somebody took in a big breath of cigar, and then they just breathed that cigar smoke into my mouth. That's what it tastes like.
It smells. Yeah.
It's like dank. Like it's like gritty, grody.
I just bought the
understand.
Christmas blend one yesterday. I
Oh,
want
yeah?
to try it because it's like spicy and ethereal. It's feral.
Feral coffee. What the fuck are you talking about?
Judi Dench. Brandon, do you drink Starbucks? I do drink Starbucks. You know, I think everyone clowns on me for drinking Starbucks. But the fact is, it tastes like coffee. It wakes me up. And that's all I ask for. I don't care that it tastes like cardboard.
You know what's funny about Starbucks, I think, is that like with Starbucks blowing up and becoming, in the last like 20 years, becoming like the norm for coffee, I feel like people look for their shitty flavor when they try other coffees. So if you have like a good high quality coffee that doesn't taste like Starbucks sort of like over roasted, generally kind of like plasticky weird shit, you don't think it's coffee. You're like, oh, this isn't coffee because we've normalized Starbucks so much.
Instead of talking about your work, I feel like we should just make this whole entire thing about
Coffee talk.
Coffee.
Let's talk
now.
coffee. 16.
Wait, what was the first tier called in the first gen of Patreon? Was it the coffee tier? No, it was
Coffee.
Coffee hour? No. The fuck was it?
Coffee. Not coffee tip. It had to do with like getting a
Coffee jar? No. Tip. No.
No.
Wait, folks, what was it?
All right, so we need
Leave in the comments.
some of our OGs.
The $1 coffee tier.
We had
What the
like,
fuck was that?
We had the newsletter, which was our $1 tier. We had
Fix It and Post.
Fix It and Post, and we had the archive.
We had the archive, and we had...
Oh my god.
Fuck, what was it? Austin, help me.
Was Austin a day one?
Austin
No,
was-
Austin I think came in
Austin was part
pre
of V1,
after
though.
show. Yeah.
Fuck, what was it?
I thought coffee was the $7.
No. Austin,
No.
you failed me.
Oh no, Austin, you're getting confused because when you say $7, you're talking about after show V1 $7.
Right.
That was called like the coffee break or something. You're right.
Oh, did we have two?
you remember when we did the weird $7 for a little while?
Oh, fucking hell. What was that? We've had more iterations to this Patreon.
Do you want to know something fun? I
Maybe.
was talking to...
Do I?
I was talking to... Sorry. It's cold in here. My nose is running. And I don't want to...
It's a runny
wipe
boy.
my nose.
Just
on
like
camera.
drip.
Yeah.
Just, you know.
I was talking to... I had a conversation with... well, I haven't seen this dude in so long, so we like...
I know.
I'm going to literally be catching up with him while I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Uh,
Vice versa.
But I was talking to the Patreon community liaison the other day. I had like an hour-long conversation with her. She's like in charge of like Patreons and community and that whole thing. And it was really cool. And it was really nice because we had a half-hour slot, but she kept talking to me for a whole hour. So that's pretty good. Shout out to Raina.
Okay.
She's pretty sweet.
Raina.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
But I was saying that sometimes I feel guilty for like switching tiers up or like switching ideas up, you know, too often because I want to like make sure that there's consistency for people.
Yeah.
And she was like, she said like we tell our Patreon like members to do that because it like keeps things alive and moving. So I was like,
fresh.
oh, that kind of validates our like insanity.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. This is actually gonna piss me off.
You know, see what it looks like. See what it is.
It wasn't like coffee time, was it?
Coffee time.
The fuck?
Austin's gonna check his email. I'm pretty sure I had the OG $5 coffee tier. No, so it was $1 was like the coffee something. That was a newsletter. $5 was the Fix It in Posts, which is the live streams, which eventually became Fix Me in Posts, and then became Let's Talks, which is what we're doing right now. And then there's the archive, which was $7, and that was the wallpapers.
Dude, I am losing my mind.
Wait, hold on. This is so inconsequential for everybody else.
This means absolutely nothing.
I'm so sorry.
But to me, it means everything.
I'm gonna look on my Instagram because it's possible
but we didn't name them the actual names. Because we were running off of like the project name at that point. We weren't running off of what we officially named it.
You are correct. You're correct.
I am losing my shit right now. Austin to the rescue.
Okay.
He's just going ham right now.
Austin, this is why you're a mod.
I'm like looking through past photos
Yeah.
to like the coffee fund.
The coffee fund.
That was a terrible name.
That was a terrible name. Austin, you're good. You're excused. Don't have to do it anymore. The coffee fund.
The coffee fund.
Nice. Was that a screenshot?
Well, I thought that we named it something. Yeah, I thought that we named it something better. Wow, we're not nearly as cool as
well, we are cool now.
we thought we were.
Everybody,
We've gotten worse.
please tell us
with
we're
time.
cool now.
Yeah, it was the coffee fund. It was Fixed in Post, and it was the archive.
I'm like a fine wine. You're like a fine McDonald's French fry underneath the car seat. You sort of just stay in stasis for a few years.
Shots fired! Jesus Christ!
I'm just repeating what you said. You said that. Why did that take so long, Brandon? You literally had the whole
Oh
video
my
explaining
god! I
this.
have a whole video with the names.
Yeah.
I am an idiot.
Mm-hmm. No.
Don't screen grab.
You're a
that.
smart boy. You're a smart boy.
Wow. Okay. So I guess let's just yeah.
Yeah, let's get into it. All right.
Okay. I feel like that's.
Why
Why does this feel so off?
Well,
I mean, it's just.
that's fine. Is this zoomed out all the way?
Yeah.
You did? No.
Just push it back.
It's not gonna go. You're gonna lose everybody.
Wow.
Generally,
When we use a Pegasus as our tripod.
yeah, but I'll take a photo and send it to everybody later. Generally, we have a stand. I promise.
We don't have a stand. He's lying to himself. Bye.
All right.
Okay.
Looks like you and Jacob got a cuddle to be in frame. Looks
pretty
like
much.
it.
I mean, nothing new. So
Okay.
let's talk about, or actually, let's
talk
do this first.
Oh, make small. We got Evan. We got Neil. We have Andre. We have Austin and Garang. I did that from memory.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at you. Okay. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Resizing that window. We're prepared.
Perfect.
Okay.
Cool.
So
do you want to read what Evan
said?
Let's
do that.
Because I specifically asked because he added me on Discord and said, I wrote this really late and I don't think it's coherent. So I'm curious.
Okay. Well, I'm attaching a few graphs from my latest video, AirPods Pro. Myself, I consider this video to be in night mode because I've never thought of it that way. Interesting. Because it was shot all at night. But even without the name, I think it adds some really cool ambience to it. Okay. So I'd love to know what you think about the color composition, lighting, and subject, because it was shot at night. I tried to bring life to the shots by introducing colored lights in the background. Finally, since you've asked the last 2 times for a link to the video I was referencing, you can see the video at blank. Thank you.
At the same time, OMG, please don't watch it on stream. It's low-key cringe.
Well, no, I disagree. I disagree completely because I've seen your past videos and they're not.
It's high-key cringe. Is that what you're saying?
It's
I can't
low-key.
believe that.
No, they're very, very good.
Got a new 20mm lens so we can pause and admire the shots from it. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Okay.
Yeah, these are nice.
So let's start
Night
with A-roll. I like this night mode energy. I'm gonna say the one thing with night mode, or like at night shots, is I think in order to pull off convincing night mode, you have to commit to either a warmer vibe or a cooler vibe. And I feel like you are right in the middle with this A-roll.
He is right in the middle.
I'd like to see your skin tones be warmer here. Like, I'd like the whole entire frame to just be warmer in general. I think that would also really complement the like living room couch energy, just like very warm, like by a fire, that kind of like energy, if that makes sense. I also really like the plant.
I do want to stop and admire. Oh yeah, I like that as well. Plant and lamp. I want to admire
I like the lighting.
The lighting is really good, and like even your highlights are really present, but like not overly present.
You have some solid Rembrandt going on with that lighting too. That slight triangle. Very slight triangle.
The triangle. Yes.
Also, one thing that I think is not talked about enough is clothing choice for A-roll. Mm-hmm. You do a really good job with this. Mm-hmm. I like that you kept the colors in a more monotone space. I would say, like, I don't know, like maybe play around with like a warm red or something. That could have been cool.
Yeah, this is starting to go there.
Yeah. But I think that's just to say, with A-roll, especially when you're going stylistic, with that A-roll, always think about clothing choice as like an added set piece. Hello, Train. Train's coming in to say hi.
I was just gonna say it'll be really nice to. This is a tangent. It has nothing to do with Evan. Sorry. Okay. I was gonna say it's gonna be really nice to not have to to not have to have a place near a train, and I just remembered that I'm moving into another studio
you're
in
right
the same
next door.
building.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You might be a little bit more. No, you won't. No.
It's fine.
Let's get you some acoustic panels.
It's fine.
Just like block out the windows.
Maybe I'll bail.
Maybe I'll just jump out the window. One of my 4 windows.
I only have 3 windows.
I
have 1, and then I have 1, 2 in the room.
Oh, I thought you had 2 and then 2.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Womp womp.
1 out of your 3. Oh,
Yeah.
Poor
Let's
child. Also, okay, same thing with this. I feel like you're right down the middle again.
yeah, yeah.
With this, you could have gone cooler. I think outdoor
Cooler.
at night, you can cheat cooler. That way you can really pull out like the colder tones in your atmosphere. But one of the things I like to pay attention to, like especially when I'm outside and like I want to go for that colder vibe, get near some tungsten light. That way your skin tone looks more natural, but the surrounding just has a bluer atmosphere. I was just gonna see,
Yeah.
like you're
sort of
getting
makes sense, yeah.
you're getting there with that like LED lighting in the background that's shooting off the purple blue. I really like that. And then with this, I'd say you could afford to pump contrast a bit. That way you have a little bit more separation in between you and your background. But other than that, all of these compositionally and like in terms of like structure in their entire, they look great.
Yeah. Can you go back to this one? It's funny that you said cooler because I feel like what you mean is like regarding like background.
Yeah.
But yeah, with what you were talking about with light, like his face could actually be a lot warmer. Like this,
Yeah.
you could shift magenta quite a bit here. And maybe that's just like I don't know. Because yeah, it's nice, and it's nice to have this be cooler and like maybe to separate that somehow. But
Yeah.
there's definitely the harshest contrast in this one. It's the least warm and the least human. I don't know if that's a weird thing to say. Like it doesn't evoke natural skin tone to me. These other ones start to get there though. Like they're there.
Yeah. I'd say number 1 is definitely
Yeah.
natural as hell.
Yeah. I definitely agree with being able to separate yourself from your background though. Especially because you have like you contain a lot of the same colors, right? Like you have blonde hair and you have like light skin and like your highlights are pink and you have these like reds and oranges and yellows in the background. It's a really good shot, but just making sure that you can step at a greater distance.
I like my separation.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's keep going.
Cool.
Because
Good stuff,
That was
dude.
5
I'll
minutes.
be watching this full video later.
yeah,
Also, nice thumbnail.
yeah, it's a fun one. It's floaty.
It's a very
I
nice
posted it in
thumbnail.
critique a while ago.
Very nice. Okay. And boom.
Neil, here's what I'm thinking because I've listened to the song already.
Also, I know this is a typo, but Braden is definitely a vibe. I would be completely okay
If your name
with
was
being
Braden?
referred to as a name Braden.
That's pretty cool.
That's like a common like typo too, like with my name. And every time that someone like writes it to me, I'm like, I've never heard of a Braden.
Braden Pitt.
Braden. Like I could be unique for once in my life.
Yeah, you could try it. We could see what it looks like. So what I was gonna say is the song's like only like it's about 4 minutes long. Let's
No, you're good, dude. Seriously.
Let's just listen to the song because it's. I know that normally I try to do 1 minute and 4 minutes, but
Is it this one or is it this one?
click the lower one.
Okay.
Yeah, because it is a vibe.
It's a bop.
It's a bop. It's a slapper.
Slapper. Hmm.
Chase the sun.
Cool. Very fun. Very fun. Okay, so obviously that was like 5 minutes, and so we shouldn't talk that much on it, except that I do have
We have 2 seconds.
so many things I want to talk about with it. Yeah. Do you want to go first?
Sure. I mean, I don't have much to say other than the fact that that was really fucking good. But also, the one thing I do want to say stylistically that I really love is the way that the voice actually is like either recorded or processed or whatever, but like it adds to the song in like a way that I don't really know how to verbalize other than the fact that like it just, I don't know, like it puts me in a space when I hear the way that voice is recorded specifically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the way that this sounds, the way that's written, and yeah, those are my thoughts.
So okay, I will verbalize some of the things you're thinking because I know what you're talking about.
Good.
So I want to hear guitar again because I want you to actually pay attention to the way the guitar sounds, which is sort of has an overdrive or like a sustained distortion, so that there's no like attack to the sound. It's just like bzz, bzz, right? Do it, please. Please. Hello. No. Well, so we're not listening to the song again. That's fine. Okay. Well, this will just be for Neil then, and for anybody who wants to go back and listen, or look at the Let's Talk Spotlight after it's up. So my thoughts are that the voice, either a post-production element, deliberate or sort of an incident of recording, is a little overdriven. Fine, that's a choice. It's stylistic, either deliberate or not. Sometimes that just happens. What is interesting is the overdriven nature of that microphone recording the voice really does emulate the sound of the guitar. So it's like, that's a nice thing to think about, is the interplay, like the interrelationship between like the tonal qualities of the voice and the guitar. That's something you can play up, and it's something that if you don't do right, can be detrimental. I think you're starting to do that right. I would make sure that you look at basically the way that the actual frequencies are coming out of each, and maybe like scoop some from one and scoop some from the other. So that's like, in terms of like actually recording, that'd be like going into a parametric equalizer for like the voice and maybe scooping some of the range that the guitar is more prominent. That way they sound similar texturally, but one is more dominant in one range, like 2500 hertz, and the other one is more dominant in like the 500 and then maybe like 1500 range. Like that way you have like, there's an interplay. They're not copying each other. This is basically just...
I was just looking at the camera like, I don't know what he's talking about.
This is basically just for Neil, yeah.
Saying with such conviction.
That's number one. Number two is that... Number two that I think is really important, and we can talk more about this on Discord, and I would love to, once I post the spotlight, I will definitely be like pinging you, Neil, and we can talk about this in the critique channel. But one thing I always try to do is, you did like verse, chorus, interlude, chorus, basically. It's like a B, A, B, C, B sort of thing. When I come back to a form I've already played in, I try to either add a new element or change up the motif that I'm already playing with. That way, there's like a common thread between the listener understanding where I'm going generally, but also feeling like there's something new happening, right? Rather than a cut and paste. And I think maybe this is just me, and like obviously you don't have to like take anything that I'm saying, but like I was imagining like basically like counterpoint vocals on the chorus after I heard it the first time. So I was like, you have the bum bum ba da da dum, and I was like imagining like another voice after like the third time you do it, like in the second chorus or even like after the interlude, there could be like another voice that's like bum bum ba da 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 dum or something like that. And it could just be like a quiet voice over top, or like, so that way you start to stack sounds, in a more of like a saturated way. And one way you can play with that in terms of storytelling, in the way of like creating a composition that tells a story. You can do it. You could like have that happen before that interlude, before that C section, and then it goes into that, and the C section's like a little more relaxed, like it is right now, and then it could go back into a chorus. It could be kind of boomy again, or it could just be slowly coming to like a bigger crescendo. My hands are coming off screen, but like, but like a big thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
do. I imagine whenever I write songs, I imagine like being able to draw the shape of the song, in terms of like, does it start small and get big? Does it start small and get big and get small and get big again?
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. And I listened to the song a couple times before we even went live, and I was like singing along with it and singing other parts and like humming parts for the bass line and like humming parts of the guitar, because it's like that's kind of what I do for myself anyway. But this is not to discredit that it is very good. I really enjoy this song, and even the tonal qualities of like, but I could just talk about this for a while. Like the drums have a very specific tonal quality that I think shifts over time. Like I don't know if you affected the way that the drums like EQ is or something, because at first it sounds very muted, and then it gets really boomy and is very like present in my chest. So so I've talked about that for 5 minutes. I guess this is the don't send me music or I will talk for too long.
Okay.
But thank you for sending that in. I always appreciate listening to your music. Go follow people.
Hell yeah.
Oh, just
Okay.
deleting them. Wow.
Is that not what we did in the past?
I don't know. It doesn't.
It's been a while, folks. It's been a while. He's not awake yet. Okay, so we got photos.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Star.
Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.
Twinkle.
Yeah. So, we got this boy. We got this boy. We got this boy.
That's beautiful. Oh, look at the stars. That's fun.
I'm like trying to even figure out what is happening here. Is that like an inversion? Or is that quite literally lit that way? Like it looks like an X-ray.
It does look like an X-ray.
It's really interesting.
It's very fun.
And there's that. That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
that one was in the critique channel.
Oh.
I'm just remembering that.
So going back to number 1.
Very cool.
Very silhouetted.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very pretty.
This reminds me of that photo that I think it was Anik had sent us. Do you remember that? It was like the tree.
The one tree silhouette. Yeah.
I think that was Anik. I hope that was Anik.
The only thing I'm going to say about this, compositionally,
Mm-hmm.
it needs to be balanced out a little bit more. It's almost there because that cloud is acting as a nice counterweight. This right here. But it's very what is that? Right heavy.
Mm-hmm.
But just in terms of how it looks between the pale pink of the sky into the silhouetted figures.
Oh, you know what's throwing me off so heavily is this horizon line.
You see, I like it.
Yeah,
I like that it bows
it's very interesting.
because it's, I don't know.
Oh, this
whenever-
guy's scooting. Yes.
Yeah.
I love to see a scoot.
I hope his ankles are okay.
I love to see a scoot.
Good scoot goes a long way.
I think I posted a photo of me from a couple years ago. I did a photo shoot with a friend where we were on scooters, on like children racer scooters.
Oh yes.
And I had
Yes.
I will share that in the very high quality selfies.
I think I've seen it at least. But
yeah.
No, I love this though.
I think one of the
I guess my only thing is I might ditch this. I don't know. Is this a cell tower?
or like a baseball field tower.
I have no idea what that. I might ditch that because like there's this simple nature to this between the nature of the trees and just the very like minimal moment of these two kids you framing.
Yeah. Like I almost like without the tree, I almost like it with the tower
Just
because it's exactly
just
person
leaving
height.
the tower.
It's like this very weird.
You see, what I was gonna say is, what if you got rid of all of the extra trees, which would require a little bit of masking, and the one cell tower, and it was just the big tree and the kids.
Mm.
I don't know. Either way, you did a great job of grading this.
Yeah, very
It's
beautiful.
very, very pretty.
It's kind of
I
fun
feel like that
too.
doesn't play as much as the other way.
Yeah, I do. It's really nice.
That's really nice. Because in that respect, the negative space is a choice.
right.
And it really
And it's
plays.
a compliment. It's like boom, boom,
Yeah.
da, da, and then 2/3 of the frame is just
Yeah.
beautiful and empty.
I agree with that.
I do like that though.
Yeah.
It's really cool. You could just be Austin and you could just mask out everything and it's just a sky.
just ask Austin for his Photoshop help.
and
He
then put
apparently
my
knows
face,
how to do that much
put my
better.
head on this one and put Brandon's head on that one.
Don't
get any
Like they're
ideas.
not even silhouettes. They're just like taped on.
But really, God,
it's pretty.
Yes, it's very
very
pretty.
pretty.
It's very pretty.
Let's go to the next one.
I forgot we had more.
This is gorgeous.
This is also.
I love this.
Yeah.
I love the the depth this creates. I also love the vibrancy of vibrance.
Either one.
I don't know. Of the umbrellas, but also the way that it's like cascading different colors onto the building
Yeah.
is very interesting. I also like that the sky is a similar color to the blue, like it's the same hue of blue to the umbrella. But you know, there's just a lot of depth to this photo that I love.
Yeah. This is always a fun thing to see. I've seen this kind of thing before in like promenades and stuff.
Oh my god, Austin, I did not see that. I have to check that out after this.
Photoshopped you on a butterfly and a hot dog, BB.
I'm very excited.
Good job, Austin. Nice job. Also,
you.
I made him a special role that said fastest Photoshopper in the West.
Yes.
And then he made you one that is champion of Discord inactivity.
Do you pay $50 a month for Photoshop just to be able to do this? I feel like we should be compensating you for this.
Yeah. After
Jesus.
show fun for Austin.
Yeah. After the after show.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yes.
I think.
This is
Wow, this is the thing I never thought I'd say. You can almost afford to go more silhouetted with this region.
Oh, see, I don't know. There's so much beautiful
So
information in
hear
there.
me out.
Okay.
don't go pitch black,
Yeah.
but go darker.
Mm-hmm.
That way the light from this is what illuminates
Yeah.
this region. That way you get very little information out of here. Like you can see the shape still, but it's just genuinely darker, generally darker. That way your visible light source, which is here, is the only thing that is illuminating the scene.
I think
That's
I
my
would
only suggestion there.
I would say, like, I don't know if this works, and maybe this is my favorite suggestion I've ever had, specifically because it's not like it's a good suggestion. It's one I want you to, like, I want to know if, like, you played with it and it felt good or not. But, like, if you could, like, you know, mask this area and darken it, and then, like, come back in and keep this a little bit lighter. So, like obviously it was dark, and this is now you fibbing, but we're always fibbing in Photoshop. Just to, like, brighten that back up so that it's still, like, it's dark frames, dark, you know, this dark oval, and then you have this, like, basically have three ranges. You have dark area, dark oval with, like, very bright highlights that are super nice as leading lines for, like, a one-dimensional movement or whatever that's called, composition, and then bam, light. But, like, ooh, if you could bring that back up, then it would create this really, really lovely, interesting image. It could be kind of fun. Maybe it would be bad. Maybe you would try it and it just wouldn't work, and that's fine too. Scrap it. But
and then get Austin to remove all the people. You'll be good.
if you what?
Then you just get Austin to remove all the
Yeah.
people.
Bye.
Yeah.
And then remove the background. And then remove.
Just remove everything.
And then put my head on this eagle.
Exactly.
Look at that. I love this. I want this in my house.
No, I love this.
I want it to be my house. I just want to live in this glass.
You mean this literal, yeah.
Glass roof.
Bet.
And I'm going to throw stones around the glass house.
Very nice.
It's very beautiful.
No, I love this. I really do love this.
And this one.
This just gives me like this makes me excited in, like, a weird way.
Okay.
Austin,
don't Photoshop that.
I love the Can you tell it's been like 2 weeks? No, I really like I think I said X-ray before, but it gives such like hyper realist or heightened realistic vibes in the way that, like, you see the stars, you get that genuine warmth, but then, like, that cool tone with the washed out black, it just makes you question everything,
Yeah.
but in a great way. Still framing.
That's so good.
You know, I like it being head on.
It's truly, this is...
Like, I don't know why I'm, like, so perplexed by it, but
These are so good.
yeah. Then we got
I
this
forgot
one.
about that one. I forgot one more. These are so good. Like,
Yeah.
you always submit really great stuff, and we're always fawning over them. But, man, these are really beautiful.
Seriously.
And really, like, exploratory. And
Yeah.
I dig that a lot. Like, this is fairly minimal. It seems, you know, kind of like a... I don't mean this as an insult, but like a one-liner. It's like, boop. That, too, like, is beautiful, minimal. And then these two are, like, really doing something good. And this
is just fucking ridiculous.
it's like expired film.
There's a lot
bit.
of power in this photo. Like, the way that light, I imagine that that's a fake light source, that flare. But it's it adds so much heat, so much power to this photo. And that little bit of grain they have going on there, it almost looks like dust particles.
Actually, I don't know if it's fake because look, I think this is ambient light.
No, I think
And
so.
then this is sunset light.
The
It's a-
source from the sun is absolutely from there, but I think to achieve this bloom,
It's here.
I think that
foreground.
is superimposed.
Yeah.
Um,
But still,
It's
even
fake.
even
Yeah.
forgetting the superimposed, just being able to capture this moment adequately
it's
is,
convincing.
is technologically advanced.
Even the fact that he questioned whether that was real or not
Yeah.
shows how well
that-
done
that, little
that was
edge
that
light.
was in post.
Yeah, really very patient and good of you. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that's the word that comes to mind is like to
smartly done.
yes, smartly done.
Those gold vibes.
Ferdinand
looks
the
great.
First.
Ferdinand the First, yeah.
Very, very beautiful. And I think even this, like I've talked about color before, you do a really good job of like coloring things in ways that feel realistic, even when you zoom in and they don't look like the right color. I think that's it's all about like color harmony. I feel like you're applying the same rule here that you have in like water or like forests, where like sometimes bringing in something a little oversaturated against something undersaturated can evoke the right feel. Like that you can feel that it's cold, it's heavy, it's patinaed, you know. So
Yep.
very, very lovely job.
agree. Big,
Okay, we gotta go. 7 minutes. Whoops.
Jesus.
Thank you. Okay.
Austin.
Well, would you look at that? The only YouTuber in the world with a worse upload schedule than Brandon finally decides to get off his ass and make a video.
Fuck yeah.
This is all B-roll from my latest SE video put together. Spent a lot of time with this video learning how to use some of the color grading tools in Premiere to better color the video. One big thing I did was try and keep the warm tones theme throughout most of the video. Cool. Let's just watch through and then we'll have a couple. I think it's like 2 minutes long, so we'll have 2.5 minutes.
Okay, spicy.
Little ant.
Okay, spicy.
Dill dust motes or little boys.
No, you're definitely playing in warmer spaces right now.
Austin, there are so many little buggies. I'm just looking for the bugs. There's a bug in every shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
A little bug boy.
Bug Boy Garner.
I'm looking for them bugs. I mean, them juicy boys.
This looks really nice.
Yeah. Bug. Yeah, this is really, really lovely. That's a bug on a
There's a
bicycle.
bug on a bike. Bike bug. I think this is just is this a supercut? Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
supercut.
yeah.
Okay. I was like waiting for your voice.
Yeah, you know, I think you should make a video that's just like this. You know? Do it,
Just, like,
coward.
make the music. Yeah.
You won't.
You won't.
I think you should do that. I think we should make a video that's just basically just B-roll,
Yeah.
like product shots.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Lots of little buggies.
Buggy Gardner.
Buggy Garner.
What's that app on the bottom line? It looks like the Patreon app almost. It's like ... line.
Oh, that's like a password manager, I think. Yeah, I like your grading of this. It's all very consistent.
Yeah.
Also, good job on the reds, because that's very close to real life. I don't know if you HSL'd the fuck out of this, but very good attention to color. Fuck yeah, dude. I think playing in warmer spaces is really kind of like a fun. I feel like the vast majority of tech videos, they're all cooler vibes.
Yeah.
Everyone just goes cool because they think it looks more futuristic or whatever. but playing with warm tones, that's fun.
Yeah,
I only say that because I've been doing it.
because we've been doing it.
But
That's where the heroes
that's
play.
where the hero is playing.
Cowards play with cool tones.
But yeah, I love these colors. What else are you? So you're playing in Premiere. B-roll itself. I'd say like all this was outdoors. Yeah, all this was outdoors. I love shooting outdoors. Reds were difficult too because they all showed up different. Yeah, no, exactly. That's why I said that is like red is such a difficult color for cameras to like nail. I feel like most of the time when I'm editing a video with a red phone, I'd spend most of that time and energy on like HSLing the specific like red to the correct hue and saturation and luminance. No, this looks really good. I also really dig the warmer vibe. I think so in the same way that I think like wardrobe is a really great practice for like A-roll sets, I think that figuring out a color space based on the phone color is also a really important thing. So like if you have a blue phone, obviously you're going to want to go with a cooler vibe to the video, because otherwise if you just have like a whole bunch of warms and like a blue, it can look good for certain shots, but as a whole for the whole entire video, it's going to get tiring. Whereas like with a red, I think it behooves you to go just warmer in general. It looks more realistic, more natural. But playing with like saturated greens, which you were doing, is also a very impressive choice. So, yeah.
I was gonna say that I really liked your like chill lo-fi energy, and then I thought of something, and it made me what?
Good thing I got a green iPhone 12 instead of the red. Yeah, oh, true.
Okay, seriously though, everybody mute this. Plug your ears. Don't read my lips, except for Austin. Only Austin can take this intellectual property. I'm giving Austin full. You're my notary. No, you're my notary.
I'm
so
your
you're
notary.
signing off on this. Only Austin can take this intellectual property.
Okay.
Austin, I want you to make a video. Minimal voiceover, if any. I want you to do it. It's lo-fi beats with the Bernie filibuster. It's just B-roll of the product. I need it.
And I need the channel that you uploaded on to just be Buggy Garner.
It's the only video by Buggy Garner.
I feel like that's your new like internet name. If you don't change your Discord fucking username to Buggy
Austin
Garner.
Buggy Garner.
Buggy Garner.
Oh god. Okay.
Buggie.
Okay, we gotta go.
Fucking
Getting
fantastic.
uniforms. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
All right, we're gonna do Garang. Garang even says, "Hey, it looks like it's the tradition for me to be the last one."
Yeah, he really is always the last one. Isn't
I
he?
want to, before we do this is the last person, so I want to do we'll do what I've done last couple times for Garang, since he's the last person. I want to do our outro, then we'll look at Garang's stuff, and then we'll just say goodbye. So, thank you for hanging out with us in this long-winded adventure of an hour. An hour. We actually have to go. So that's the other part. We have to go do our.
Jesus.
We have to go do our. I couldn't figure out what it's called. Let's fix it.
Coffee fund.
Yeah, go do our coffee fun chat with all the patrons. And if you ever want to join that and you aren't there, you join by joining us on Patreon, and then that'll sync your Discord, and you can come have a conversation with us twice a month for at least an hour. It's usually 2. Whoops. Where we talk about life and we talk about whatever, and it's a nice video chat, and we catch up, and I know I look forward to it. I know Brandon looks forward to it. And sometimes the patrons request that we look at a certain thing or talk about audio. I did that one time. Recently, our patrons haven't been doing that. Maybe because they just enjoy talking to us, which is great and it's chill for us. But
I doubt it.
But if they, but if they ever want to do that, this is like to call you guys out. You can always ask us to look at something more in detail or whatever. It's a really good space. It's a space for the patrons to critique each other and to look at each other stuff and to talk. That's just part of our office hours benefits. Twice a month, along with the resident artist chats. It's a good time. That is, I think, it. The next time we do this, actually, just thinking about this, the next time we do this, we'll still be in this space, but mid-December, we'll be in different studios. We might not even be in the same place doing this, so it's going to be really fun to start to see how that looks. Come, let's talk 17, let's talk 18, etc. Doing these remotely is going to be kind of fun and interesting. A little challenging, but maybe not, because we'll just kind of like split screen shit. I think that's it. I feel like I had another thing I wanted to say. So I'll see if I can remember it, and if I can't, then
Subscribe to Buggy Garner.
And let's check out Garang stuff.
Okay, so what are the things to improve apart from a better key light, which I'm going to get before starting to work on the next project?
Nice.
Which A-roll set do you like out of all? How is the grading? I grade the A-roll only most of the time. Okay. What are the things I should further add to the background? You can't read. Should I buy any other lights apart from the key light to further improve the lighting? Okay.
Garang's looking to find some stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say, did you hit the lottery or something? Or are you looking
end of year expenses? I get it.
Buy some things?
Okay, so favorite set, I think, is one of the questions. What are you confused about?
This?
It's the same.
It's just pointed up higher.
Yeah.
I think my favorite one is this one.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, this one's a little distracting because there's
the light out. I mean,
outlet.
Not the light outlet.
The outlet.
What is it?
The pluggy.
The pluggy.
The pluggy.
The pluggy Garner.
I think that I really like this light is really fun.
Yeah.
I will say that I get distracted by the things on a table, especially if they're things you're actively using. It's like, this is a used table, you know what I mean? You're utilizing it. I really like that you did like the Black Panther thing. That's really fun. It's fun to have it be like an auxiliary element or like an accent piece is I guess what I was gonna say. But it also I prefer the minimal. I think.
No, it's much more uniform, and also it feels like you can light this in many different ways.
Yeah.
I also prefer head-on shots. I don't prefer looking down, to be honest. Yeah. I'd say in terms of lighting, I like what you're doing in terms of having a little bit of a kicker, a little bit of highlight to the back corner.
Yeah.
Of your head. I'd say mainly for me, it's just about getting a really soft key light, which I know that you'd said that you were going in for the purchase fairly soon, but that feels like the only thing that's really missing here. I feel like just a little bit more neutral light to your face is really the only thing that I'd like to see, because everything else looks really good. But yeah, I'd lean into this shot more. I like this a lot.
I like it too. It's it's muted, and it allows you to come forward, you know? It allows
what Shiv said. I mean, the purple and the yellow in the background, or like the magenta meeting the gold, it feels very Feels very Garang.
Mm.
Has a very specific look to it that I feel works for you.
Yeah, I would agree with this.
But yeah, I like this. I think the only thing I'd say, like in terms of like lighting, like if we're talking about like more lighting related shit, like besides a key, I'd say like specifically with something like this, you have a bit of a highlight blowout here.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say you could probably make that a little bit softer. So look at diffusion. Also look at gels. Gels are cheap. But specifically with this background, if you wanted to like uplight and throw a gel on top.
That's fun. Especially with like this sheer curtain.
It could look cool.
Yeah.
But if you uplight with a nice gel, I think gels are like $20-$30.
Sheer curtain and complex like actual topography here. So it would actually like hit edges.
Well, you could also do like a split tone thing where like you take an uplight from this end to just light this specific wall.
Yeah.
And then from up higher at the top of the curtain, you can have another light shooting down.
That's fun.
That way it's just affecting the curtain.
Yeah.
That way you can emphasize like the gold.
Yeah. The other thing is I would assume, unless you have some magic, which you do.
Knowing Grant. Yeah.
This curtain is on a curtain rod, so I don't know, like if you feel like, oh, I don't really want to commit to like having all my shots be in front of this exact space, this exact split space. If you could go in front of the curtain more, or in front of this, then you could have like more like monochrome background. But having like throwing something over that curtain rod, like investing in like just a piece of cloth, like piece of, I don't know, like a heavy like muslin or something. Yeah. Like a basic color, like a white or even like a dark gray or something like that.
Or you can even go even further with like a colored piece of cloth, like a blue or something.
Yeah.
That could be really dope.
And just make sure that it doesn't like, if you're going to put it away, like you don't fold it so that it gets crinkles. But like if it's really flat and really clean and it's like kind of draped so it's flat but maybe like a little rounded so that like the shadows are coming in a weird fun way. And then if you could diffuse the light off of that, that would look really, really slick.
I like a set that has a lot of flexibility.
Yeah. With minimal effort.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
What were the other questions? Are there other ones?
So...
Another light? I don't think so at this point, right?
Yeah, I mean, if those uplights maybe like a little like a tube light or something can shoot upwards. I think so. The one thing specifically to think about since you're in close range to that wall is in terms of spill. I don't want it to spill onto you. So looking at not only diffusion but ways to mask or control lighting, I think is something to also think about. But yeah. Do you wanna...
I'm just thinking he said like color grading, and I would honestly say if you could split between this, you'd be like ace. This is a little green and this is a little magenta.
You see, I fuck with the magenta though, because like that bleeds into the gold.
Yeah, but I'm just like even thinking skin tone wise.
But that'll change once he has a key.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
you're doing.
I want to see what this looks. Send this again to us when you have a key.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
you don't have to wait for a Let's Talk.
We'll go
just
from
send
there.
It to us in any channel you want.
Yeah.
Cool. So we should get out of here.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much all the questions.
Because we have to go talk to you.
Yeah, we're gonna go talk to you again now.
Talk to your face. Yeah.
Yeah, magenta's nice.
Fucking mostly magenta. Jesus, Austin. Okay, you don't
wow,
have to be so extreme about it.
Shit,
wow,
man. All right, fine. Lucky
all right.
Garner.
That's gonna make me laugh so hard every time you do it.
This is very good. Okay.
All right.
Bye, friends.
See you. See
Love
you in
you
a
all.
minute. Bye.
I just hit the table.